tell you a story about a good friend of Jesus. This is Zacchaeus, Big Zac of Jericho, a little man with a big heart. You might think he has always been generous, but he hasn't. This is Zac's story. Let's go back to the start. Here is Zac's old school class photo. Can you find Zac? Yes, that's him down the front. Zac didn't like school much. At lunchtime, he was never picked to play basketball.
I'll have Dangerous Dave, Agile Aidan, and Incredible Iona.
I'll have Jumpin' Josh, Airtime Ash, and Leapin' Luke.
You can have Zac.
No, you have him.
Zac, you can be scorer.
But worst of all, and I know this would never happen at your school, kids used to tease Zac. They would point at him and sing,
Snorty, snorty, Zacchaeus is a shorty.
Then they would laugh a lot, thinking they were very, very funny. This made Zac sad. Then he got mad. Then he decided to get even. Zac came up with a brilliant plan. Hee hee hee, evil snicker, hee hee hee. Because Zac was always scorer, he became very good with numbers. He said to the other kids, "Let me do your homework for you." For weeks, Zac did everyone's homework until no one could do it by themselves. Then he started charging 10 cents for each sum. Soon, Zac had lots of money. No one liked him, but Zac didn't care. That's the story of Zac at school. When Zacchaeus grew up, he was so good with numbers that he became a tax collector. His job was to collect money from all the people in Jericho and send it to the king. Zac still wanted to get even with everyone who had teased him at school, so he collected a little bit extra. $1 for the king, $2 for me. $1 for the king, $5 for me. $1 for the king, $10 for me. Hee hee hee, evil snicker. Hee hee. One day, Jesus came to Jericho. Zac was so excited he joined the crowd waiting for Jesus. He couldn't see. He tried jumping, but because he hadn't played basketball at school, he couldn't jump high enough to see Jesus. He tried pushing, but no one liked Zac, so they wouldn't let him in. Zac came up with a brilliant plan. He climbed up a tree. People pointed at Zac and sang,
Snorty, snorty, Zacchaeus is a shorty.
Zac didn't care. He could see Jesus. Jesus came closer and closer and stopped right under Zac, looked up and said,
Zac, hurry down. I want to stay with you today.
Zac no longer felt sad. He didn't feel mad or want to get even. Zac was happy. No one had ever picked him before. Everyone else was angry.
Why did Jesus pick shorty, snorty, greedy Zac?
They grumbled. Zac said to Jesus, "I will give half of my money to people who are poor, and to everyone I cheated, I will give back 4 times as much as I took."
Zac belongs to God's family,
Jesus told the people.
Hooray!
Said everyone. "I've got a brilliant plan," said Zac. "Let's all go back to my place for lunch."